Hello and welcome to the Superscript New Comic Book Minute. You might notice that there are only 2 people here instead of 3. Christine will not be joining us this evening, but she'll be back next week.
Don't be alarmed.
Yeah, it's
Everything's fine.
we film these at like 1 o'clock in the morning, so sometimes people can't be here. Anyways, that means we're going to talk about the books this week that we're excited about, just me and Nick. So I'm sure people are just logging out as we speak.
Lowest viewers.
Yeah. So, big week, lots of books. However, some of our DC books didn't arrive this week. So don't worry if you had subscriptions for DC books. If they are among those that we were shorted on this week, they will be in your file shortly. But yeah, we just had a package get lost somewhere. Anyways, Nick, what books are you excited to read this week?
Oh boy, let's see. There are many. So we've got a new #1 by Vault, West of Sundown. So this is a modern vampire story, vampires in New York City. The art in this looks awesome. It's got kind of like I don't know what the vibe is, but a vampire vibe. That's what I'm getting from it. It looks really good.
It's like a grindhousey sort of thing, right? Kind of, a little bit?
Yeah.
Maybe? I don't know. I'm excited to read it.
Definitely the cut. Yeah. It looks cool. So if you are a fan of vampires, West of Sundown is for you. Then She-Hulk, #3. This has been probably one of my favorite.
Great too.
One of our more popular new Marvel series. Rainbow Rowell on this one. So if you liked her on Runaways, now she's doing She-Hulk. So She-Hulk's just trying to, kind of live a normal life,
As a high-powered attorney.
Yeah, as an attorney, and that can be hard to do sometimes when you're She-Hulk. So check it out. Lots of good humor in that one. I like it. Then we've got Rainbow Red. This is just #2.
I mean, Radiant Red.
Radiant Red. It said Rainbow Red. Rainbow Rowell on She-Hulk. Radiant Red, #2. This is sort of like a follow-up series to Radiant Black by Steve Orlando, which is sort of like a Power Rangers type of story. Guy gets mysterious powered suit. Radiant Red is a follow-up and connecting story. I'm gonna stop trying to say the name of the book. But it's good action if you like that kind of, like I said, like Power Rangers type tale. Then this is for you. Then we've got The Rocketeer. This is apparently the 40th anniversary of The Rocketeer.
I had no idea. I feel like I remember seeing The Rocketeer come out though, and I'm not 40.
Well, of the thing that inspired the film as well.
That makes more sense.
And actually, this comic does have some cool little history tidbits in the back. So if you do not know the origin of The Rocketeer, pick up this comic and you shall learn the secrets. And enjoy this first issue of The Rocketeer by IDW. Then, got a couple more. We got Monkey Prince, also on #3. This is a DC book. This is like a retelling of Journey into the West, but in the DC universe. So we got Monkey Prince, we got Batman and Robin, who are still kind of fighting the Monkey Prince.
They're kind of the bad guys.
Yeah, they're kind of the bad guys in this, which is an interesting spin. This is a good one. Good one for all ages. Then also, Strange #2. Jed MacKay writing this one. Really liked #1, so this is
really good.
Following up the events of the death of Doctor Strange. Now we have Strange's estranged wife?
Well, he's dead, so I don't know if they're estranged.
Yeah.
Sure.
His widow, I guess. Yeah, trying to bring him back to life. But also she is now the Sorcerer's Supreme, so that's strange. Then I also have this whole big stack of bunch of manga books came out this week. So we've got Kaiju #8, Volume 2. So Kaiju #8 is the title of the book. This is Volume 2. It's a Kaiju book on #2. We've also got #1 in stock, so if you're looking for a new Kaiju story, big monsters, all that, that's for you. We got Jujutsu Kaisen #15. Bunch of evil demons and such in this one. Check that out. Very popular series. Also, with demons. Chainsaw Man number 10. This guy fights demons. He has chainsaws for hands and a chainsaw on his head. He also has a devil dog with a chainsaw coming out of his face. Taking it to a different non-demon side of things, Spy Family, Volume 7. This is going to be coming, it's soon to be an anime, or just about, it's an anime now, already happened. It's excellent. It involves a spy who's trying to blend in and be a normal family man, but turns out the wife he gets is an assassin, and their adopted kid is a psychic. So it's all screwy, it's fun, there's a lot of good action. I love this series, it's great. And then another new one, just on Volume 1, Sakamoto Days. So this actually, I think if you like Spy Family, you would like this. So this is a retired assassin, is now just trying to live a normal life. He's gotten, he's not in assassin fighting shape anymore. He's got a wife and a kid, and he's just trying to get through life. But of course, something is pulling him back into his old life as the assassin. One last job for him. He's got the cup of noodles in one hand and the gun in the other. I'm excited to check this one out. So there's that.
Right on. All right, I'm going to go fast through these. All right, so we have from AWA, The Joneses. This is set in J. Michael Straczynski's The Resistance universe. I've loved every book in that series so far. It's been great. Honestly, it's like this fantastic connected universe in which interesting because it came out, I think, like the week before COVID hit the U.S., but a plague reaches, or a global pandemic happens, and a large portion of the population dies, and some of the people who are infected and survive, which is like a very small number, gain superpowers, but often is the case, the minute their superpowers turns on, that means they have like a couple weeks to live. Joneses is kind of like the Fantastic Four of that universe, from what I understand. I'm looking forward to reading this. Little Monsters, issue 2. We've still got plenty of issue 1. This is probably my favorite thing Jeff Lemire's written in a while as far as like response to a first issue. I like Primordial a lot, but I'm really, really liking this. Also, it's just good to see this team back together. It's the same team that brought you Descender and Ascender. Black Widow, number 15, Legacy, number 55. Black Widow's great. This is a good point to jump in. It's been so good for so long, and now there's a good on-ramp. So if you haven't been reading Black Widow, you should get on Black Widow.
Kelly Thompson on it still, right?
Yep, still Kelly Thompson. Still just absolutely knocking my socks off with every issue. And then... speaking of socks that you can't see often, oh no, he's got some feature on here. It's too easy. All right. Anyways, Rob Liefeld, co-creator of Deadpool, writing Deadpool. This is an issue 1 of a new Deadpool miniseries brought to you by Rob Liefeld.
Yeah.
The skinny ankles. And he's gotten so much better. I know. The jokes are too easy. I shouldn't. Man in my profession should not make such jokes. Anyways, Marauders number 1. We're starting Marauders over again, and this time Steve Orlando is writing Marauders. This looks awesome. I'm very excited to hop into this. A bunch of new X stuff going on, and I'm loving all of it. As much as I like the Hickman stuff, I'm really excited for the new direction. Speaking of which, one of my favorite writers, Al Ewing, is writing X-Men Red. It's X-Men on Mars.
Very cool.
If you did not pick up Kieran Gillen's X-Men, Immortal X-Men last week, no, never fear. We have a lot of it because we ordered tons because it's so good. But this is also pretty good. This is a good point to get into some X books. They're starting everything in a place where you can be, onboarded into some of the most exciting stories Marvel has to tell. Spider-Punk. The last page of this made me do a literal spit take. That's all I'm going to say about the Spider-Punk book. The Ocean Will Take Us. This is a new Aftershock book. Think kind of like Goonies-esque, or like 90s teen movie with like a slight supernatural hook. Misfits on a swim team that need to maybe do something with their swim team, but then maybe there's another thing going on. It looks like it could potentially be interesting. I don't know. A customer recommended it, so I'm checking it out. It seems cool. We've got also Dark Knight's Death Metal.
It's back.
It's back. We've got the first 4 issues, except these come with flexies. If you don't know what a flexi is, get hit. I don't know.
What's a flexi?
Flexi is it's a record. It's a very thin record that you can play on a turntable.
Yeah.
They used to like pack them in with magazines back in the day, but now they've become just kind of like a cool novelty thing that you're like punk rock fanzine, like Maximum Rock and Roll would maybe pack in.
Packed in with your comic.
Yeah, and so there are the first 4 issues reprinted with new covers and with new flexis featuring songs by, looking at the list here, even though they are visible in the background of these covers, Rise Against, Gray Days, Denzel Curry, that's pretty cool, and anything. I thought they meant the song by Dramarama. Rise Against, some of those guys were in bands called 88 Fingers, Louie, and Baxter that I really liked, and I like those first handful of Rise Against that records a whole lot. I have not really kept up with them. So that's cool. It's a cool collector's piece. I'm kind of, I don't know. I'm all about all of these new, hey, we're going to pack vinyl into comics, because that's the other thing I collect is records. And then we have the first trade in the new Rom V. Al Ewing. I knew there were 2 people doing this. Rom V and Al Ewing Rainbow Venom book. This is the first trade. It's been great so far. If you're looking to jump on to that book, you can get caught up on the first couple issues right here. A deluxe hardcover, beautiful reissue of Neil Gaiman's Death. Big part of the Sandman universe. If you're a fan of Sandman, you need to own this. You've been buying those cool Sandman hardcovers as they come out. This is for you. And then finally, this actually came out last week, but we forgot to highlight it. Speaking of the new X-Men stuff, not new X-Men like Grant Morrison's new X-Men, but like newest X-Men titles, this is the Omnibus Volume 1 of Jonathan Hickman's run on the X-Men. And it's real cool. You should read it if you haven't. And what better way to read it than this enormous hardcover?
There's none.
Yeah, so I don't know if we got this done in enough time where we're actually able to post the video. Did we?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, great. Okay, well, that's that's excellent news. Christine will be back next week, and maybe there'll be fewer comics out. Nah, we want lots of good comics.
Yeah, there's a lot.
That's actually the goal. Good night / good morning / time is a construct. Whenever you're watching this, good whatever time that is. Tell us what books you're interested in reading about. I always complain about not being able to get the people on who gets to say that, but I want to know. Me personally, I want to know what books you read.